Hi, Derping Moose 99 here. Welcome to part 3 of Grow Big or Go Home. Okay, a couple more houses, road upgrade. I really want you to bring me rice, buddy. Flax will do though. Okay, cool. Yeah, what was that? Watch kettle never boils, right? I use a French press for my coffee, and it's the same thing, boil a kettle. Alrighty, now which one are you? This one here. I'm just gonna evict you just for a second here. I'll just check. What does this say here? Yeah, we're around the right number. Food graph here. Yeah, that's looking phenomenal. Which means it'll crash any second now. Yeah, one more. I'm wondering if we should get into some reeds and chicken coops here. Kind of want to get a jam and another fishing thing here first, though. Well, it's not awesome sauce, is it? But there's room out there for a couple of houses. You know, way better, I think, to put a fishery over here. I think I'm going to go for that right there. Okay, which is going to be sort of difficult to build out to, but we'll get her. And that'll give us 2 pretty strong fishing docks going. We have to figure out where our next big expansion is. We can come down here into this lake here. Good farmland up there though, so I think what I might do is run some stone roads up here. These farm fields are kind of temporary anyways. But if we run stone up there, we better throw a stockpile out here somewhere. Actually prioritize that stockpile. So what I'm thinking is run a couple bridges across this river here and then start a community up here and just go absolutely nuts on farms and orchards and pastures and stuff like that. Which means we probably want to convert the seed trader over to a farm supplier. But I think it's better to build our trading up here on this relatively flat section here. Okay, a couple extra blacksmiths here, so let's go up to 200. Yeah, you know, we've got the charcoal, so I'm gonna take a minute here and just do some furnace fuel here. So same thing again, let's put in our specialty storage here for industrial fuel. Okay. Kind of hard to see in here, but trust me, it's all going to work just fine. Probably. Fuel refinery. Okay, and okay. And once we have that, we need to get a well, we got lots of firewood, so let's get beans just for fun here. And dismiss you, let's put a second person in here. Probably should build a couple of houses too. Let's do, just go in salt box for now, I think. Okay. Stockpiles up there, so that'll all build. Once this is built, we'll build some bridges and stuff like that. I think I kind of want to get this guy going. Now, where are we going to put our smelter here? I can just put them up here somewhere. So if we say iron... Alright, so what do you look like again? Like this thing, right? Sort of. Okay guys, that's probably enough blacksmiths, I think, maybe, right? Alright, let's put that forge in there. And let's get some real iron going here. Okay, fuel refinery, furnace fuel from, I'm going to say charcoal. Let's put 2 in there and call it 300. And let's bump our fuel up to 4,000, I think. And you don't have enough iron because you should be on rough tools for the moment. Alrighty, that should straighten that out. Yeah, we don't have much stone either. We're just kind of living off the stuff we're collecting. We should probably think about a little bit more permanent arrangement there. Some of that stuff's pretty far afield too. Let's take a few moments and see if we can build out to this guy here. Food is still going up, but always got to be worried about it. I think I missed that by 1 there. Let's see the highlight tool, the priority tool tells us. Yeah, okay. And we've turned the corner, we can start building up there, and there's still room for the trader to get in, so. This thing is living on borrowed time, but we'll keep him in for a while. Okay, let's check our town hall just for a moment here. Yeah, 5 houses behind. Yeah, this road hasn't really built yet because of the stone issue, so we'll just kind of keep these guys going down here somewhere. I'll go 3 there. And let's flesh out that row there. I'm gonna put a couple more vendors in though. I haven't done that in a while. All right, bring us rice, bring us rice, bring us rice. You didn't bring us rice. Well, we could do tobacco for trading, I think, at some point here. Oh, nomads again here. All right, let's do the save here. Let's, oh, you know what? I forgot to save pig timer. So I think let's go 1 more pig timer, and I'll set it now, and then that'll probably be good for me. Okay, safety save. Now it looks like, yeah, there's nomads here, at least some anyways. 9, let's take them. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It looks like they're all there. So far your theory on the town hall is working, so. Okay, that means we need some more houses though. And I don't have one of them, what do you call them, thingamajiggy things? We can put one over here. Town lodging is what I was searching for. Well, we need building supplies for that one, and this one's, yeah, it's not bad. Why don't we put that one in there? Yeah, just outside the forest circle, so that's okay. I don't think those things are too necessary, but it doesn't hurt to have them in there for upgrades and stuff. All right, our forge built, so we can actually start getting some real iron here. We have 800 iron ore, so we're good for a while there. Iron limit of, say, 400? Okay, we have 205 rough tools in stock, so let's up the tool limit to 300. I'll turn on one of these backup guys. And let's convert these over to iron. And let that all go for a while, and we got one more in backup here. Okay, we're almost out to our second fishing dock here. Oh, we got a plague here. Better turn our hospital on. What did we get? Smallpox, okay. 1 person so far. All right, here's our sick house out in the woods here. Now, where's our sick person? There, okay. Yeah, they always gotta finish their job, and they've made 1 other person sick. I think this is gonna be a non-event though. It's only 2. Somebody did die of smallpox though. That's too bad. Now, was that a 2? No, it's a 1. Let's put an extra person in there for now. Just because we have no iron, so. Okay, logs are okay. Could probably turn this one on. Let's turn on our fourth one here. Populate you fully. So we have 16 foresters working. Let's make it 800 log limit. And why that's open. Okay, we can probably turn that on now. Again, that's going to give us 2 good fisheries here. Yeah, look at that, 2,800. That's kicking butt. Now you're cold because why? Tell me why you're cold. Okay. So I have no coats here, okay? Let's see what we have as far as material for coats here. 194 leather. Let's put this guy back on hide coats here. Leather. Let's actually build a second tailor too. You know, maybe even 2. We'll put 1 on hide coats and permanently, 1 on fur, 1 on pelts, and that'll use up the stuff we're getting out of those hunting cabins there. Okay, so we'll build 2 more of those. Looks like we're building that boarding house there. Fishing dock. Let's balance this out a bit better. Yeah, 158 people. It's weird that we had that little burst of, it was children, I think, that died, which was sad. Ah, there we go, rice. Okay. This is what we wanted here. Let's take that. Well, nobody likes broccoli anyways, right? So let's change that to rice. And, well, if we do any more farming here, we're gonna have to build a dock market and stuff over to the right here, which I'm actually not against doing. Balance this out. So yeah, let's do that. Let's carry this on out there. Okay, how are we on housing right now? It says we're 9 ahead. All right, probably we've got some weird things going on. Where else did we build a bunch of new ones here? And that's the only one I see. Okay, so this tailor is, so it's pelts and fur that we've got. I'm just gonna take them as they come here. So we're just gonna say 1 on pelts there. We got 1 on hide coats. And so this one will be fur when it comes up here. Okay, there's our boarding house. That's cool. Yeah, we don't have much iron in stock, but we're using it up pretty quick, I would think. Okay, that's better for that house there. Quick look for any other funky arrangements here. Looks mostly okay to me. Okay, 2 RV keeping up pretty good there, so let's go down to 1. And you are maxed out, which is where you probably should be. Now, out of curiosity here, okay, we can go 1 in there. Yeah, so 2 of those guys will build there. I don't have any stockpiles nearby, so let's build a quick stockpile here. Probably just a temporary stockpile, so let's build it over here. Okay. Okay, now this guy, we were hide, pelts, well, this guy's gonna be fur. And hopefully between the 3 of those, that keeps us in the coats. So we only have 3 right now. I mean, we're in a fair climate, not a harsh climate, but coats are always good, I guess. Alright, that stockpile built. Let's get us some resources cleared out here. Now, stone is becoming an issue again here. So do we want to go industry trader? I think that might be the answer. So let's get these bridges built up here. Stone bridge. Do we want to go drawbridge? Or do we want to go covered bridge? I think I'm going covered bridge here. Yeah, I probably should just do one at a time. Okay, let's make sure we have lots of builders, and let's make this a priority here. Building a bridge in this game is always a bit risky here. Well, this one wanted to build too, so why don't we build both of them? They brought all the resources here. Okay, seed trader, what do you got for us here? Well, I don't think we have much in the way of fruit so far. So let's buy how about the grapefruit here? Okay, there's one bridge built. So how far does this market radius go? Right up there, right? Okay, so to get things kind of going over here, yeah, let's see if that actually worked out here. Yeah, I think that worked. First thing over here, we're going to build a stockpile. Okay, 8x4. Okay, get the stockpile in, get those roads going. We can start doing some expansion up there. Okay, I'm just going to check the cameras here. So it's Z, X. We don't have a C. So I'm going to make this C here. Okay, bunch of stuff building there. Okay, I'm just going to let it run for a minute and have some coffee. So what have you been playing lately, Grace? Have you played any Skyrim after we streamed the other day? We'll load up some mods and stuff. Yeah, I know over the years I have about, I don't know, 100 and something games in my Steam library, and sometimes you stare at it and go, I don't feel like playing it. I've been trying Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous lately. It's a little bit daunting on the character creation, but kind of a fun game. You can get pretty weird, or not weird, but pretty complicated on the character designs. Gonna have to watch some videos on how to build characters, I think. I want to do some more of that Crown of Celeste, or Crown of the Magister too. That was fun. The way your ranger turned out in that Crown of the Celeste too was Crown of the Magister was pretty awesome. Ah, Dragon Age 2, okay. You like it better than the first Dragon Age 1? Yeah, bows are awesome. Well, you can see from the way I played Skyrim there, I love using the bows in Skyrim. And when you can do enhanced dwarven crossbow, I'll wait till you see the new if we do more Skyrim, the new content, you can do like ebony crossbows and all kinds of cool stuff. Both good, yeah. I might go back and do a Dragon Age campaign again. It's been years. Like start with the very first one. I can remember that had some pretty difficult spots in it, but it was a fun game. Okay, these are probably going to take a while to build here. Yeah, stone is going to be the problem. Okay. So, industry traders have to go in here. Not really ideal yet. We don't have any houses yet, but let's get a couple going here. I think I'm going to go supplier. I'll just do one to start with, I think. But we better. I probably was a bit late doing this. Well, you don't have to go too far into it though, right? You just got to get the one, get Serana, and then do the quest where you get Serene and the other guy, the bear hunting guy. I actually don't mind that DLC. But, so I usually quite often do that one as a matter of course, just to get my enhanced dwarven crossbow going. Well, I think if you load up, I can't remember the name of it. It was a $12 DLC for me, so it's probably $8 for you. If you just load up the special edition, which is free, and then there was a DLC that added a whole ton of content, and that I think had a place where you can go and get designs for, like I say, ebony crossbows, like all kinds of stuff with independent of the vampire quests and stuff. Actually, if you just give me a second, let me have a look here. Hop into Steam here. Elder Scrolls, blah, 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 Skyrim. Oh, it's it's called the Anniversary Upgrade. Now it's $27 Canadian right now, so I must have got it on sale. But you can always wishlist that, because that added a whole bunch of stuff, and that added the crossbows, the fancy crossbows too. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, you're right. There's probably somebody in the workshop that's figured it out. But Steam Summer Sale's got to be coming soon, I would think. I always go too crazy in that. I don't buy stuff till it's on sale, but then I buy way too much stuff that I never play. Okay, are we gonna build this ever? Oh, because we don't have stone. Okay. Not paying attention here. Hopefully people don't freeze to death trying to get all this stuff. Alright, we don't need you right now. And probably can pause you. Okay, we're out of fur. And we do have 400 coats, so adding those things helped, I think. Okay, our iron is catching up. Tools are good. Firewood's good. Food's good. Just stone that's not good right now. Well, that should be enough to get all this stuff built, though. Let's up our fuel limit again, though. Go right to 6,000, I think. Logs are really good, so let's go up to 400 on the lumber, too. Alright, you have... We already bought flax. I feel like apples here. I might break my own rule and do alcohol this time. Okay. We should be okay-ish on houses for the moment, I think. Nah, 5 short. Need to build the supplier first here. Let's actually build the second supplier, I think. Let's just go big here. And once that's built, we'll build this marketplace here. And we should get our usual school and stuff going too. Probably past time for some school upgrades too. Have a quick look at that. 16 in there, and I think these hold 25. 16 in there. Yeah, probably should have. Oh, that's something to think about too. Do it from herbs instead of from, yeah. I am going to put 3 people in this industry trader here. Okay, to start with, this is not going to be complicated. It's going to be 1,000 firewood here. And I'm going to say auto purchase 300 stone, say 400 logs. Just to start with here. So we should have room for 2 or 3 more industry traders. Excuse me there. Put other stuff on the other side here. Okay, let's get you going here. We'll do the exact same thing. 3 people, 1,000 firewood. I said 1,000. And auto purchase 400 logs and 300 stone. Okay, good to go. Now we might need a few more. Where's our 4 circle there? There. Let's just put in the category of just in case, let's just put another sawmill right there. Okay, we've got rice coming in, so we gotta think about rice farms here. So I think the idea of building out over here, building a little more community over here. Oh, hi there. Moostro? Hey. Banished, the best game in the world. We were talking earlier, I play all kinds of games, but I keep coming back to this one because it's my favorite. And Mega Mod 9 is pretty cool too, it just adds so much stuff to it. Yeah, right on. Yeah, well, it's cool that you can get it from the workshop now too. So my biggest advice if you just loaded it is don't try everything all at once. Like play kind of vanilla and add stuff each game, each map. Yeah, well for sure. Like there's 800 different ways of doing everything now. But like I say, I think you got to take the right approach to it and just sort of add bits and pieces as you go. So I'm going to set these guys up to auto trade. So I'm going to say building supplies, log, stone, and iron to start with here. But I'm definitely going to buy these building supplies there. Our iron is okay. Don't really need homewares right now. Lumber's okay. Let's just buy this for now. That's 1, 1, and I believe a 7 will do it. Okay, so you're all set up. You can go away. All right, now it's 3 building supplies, and the upgrade is 2. Oh, cool. Well, I'll definitely follow you for sure. If you want somebody to watch you, it helps to have somebody to sort of see your first couple streams and see if your levels are okay, your voice volumes and all that kind of stuff. Plus, I love Banished, so yeah, for sure. When do you plan on streaming? Yeah, right on. Well, I think the Banished community of players is pretty cool. Some really nice people. I've never run into anybody that was not nice that played Banished. Just that kind of game, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah, I try when people come on and are silent, I try not to judge it, right? Because sometimes I'm doing something like, you know, say I'm cooking or barbecuing or something. I'll go on and watch somebody stream and listen to it and stuff like that, but I'm not really able to interact, so it's a tough one. But I think the secret is just keep playing like there's somebody there, right? What I do with these videos too is I record them and put them on YouTube, so that kind of helps too. You know, that's something that I've been looking for, and I haven't been doing this long enough. Grace keeps bugging me about that I need to find something like that, or at least flashes or something, right? Like I've got a side screen that I have to keep looking at all the time, and I think most people do that. The other thing maybe would be cool is a smaller screen that was just below your monitor so you didn't have to look away. But yeah, no, I don't know the answer to that one. But is something I would like to know for sure too. So I'm going to set this one up the exact same way, at least to start with here. And there's nothing really there I want. So send you on your way. So one of the things in Megamod here too is there's the traders, there's all kinds of different specialty traders. So what I'm using here is this industry supplier here. Yeah, no, you're totally right, Grace. If I could find something that pinged or flashed or zapped me with electricity or something. All right, let's run through our numbers here. We're short houses. Food graph though is still okay. So I think we don't really have the industry up here yet, but I'm gonna do a bunch of farming up here. So let us get, I'm gonna put say 6 houses in here. And once that builds, we'll start building some farms and stuff up there. I think everything's okay here. I sort of started with a kind of a cheesy forest node kind of setup here. Little bit of a town here. Okay. Now these industry suppliers are a bit of a pain because there's 5 different traders, so you gotta set them all up to start with, but okay, that's a returnee. So we would have auto purchase logs and stone. Iron is okay. That's only 800 firewood, so let's see if we can get 4 building supplies here. Now I gotta do math. 193. Never see that again. Oh yeah, mega mod, man. Down here it says life on the water, and if you go in here, there's you know, houses. You can do schools, all that kind of stuff. Fisheries, water scavengers, and there's other tabs in here too that'll do dock stuff that I haven't explored. So right down here, life on the water. And yeah, Grace and I really like building out on the lakes. That's why we picked this map here. But yeah, you can do cool stuff. I haven't done much so far. We just got a couple of fishing docks out here. So if you're doing Mega Mod 2, let me just stop here for a second. I added a couple of mods. So this one's called Busy Pastures, and that's from the same guys that do Mega Mod. That makes the pastures really cool. This radius recolor to make the blue circles instead of yellow. That's really cool. And the no smoke is supposed to help with real time, like CPU usage, but The radius recolor and the busy pastures are pretty cool. Like if I go down here, you can see the blue circles way better than the yellow ones. And I find that helps for planning. All right, just gonna lay out some farms here. Well, just anything that gathers food in the base game has a yellow circle radius to tell you how far it'll gather to. But it's hard to see, so if you want to plan, the blue circle mod just makes it easier to see. So like if you build a forest node here, you don't want any other buildings in that radius, right? So it just makes it easier to plan. Yeah, Grace has got it right. Okay, I'm just gonna set this guy up here. Let's go a little bit different on this one. Let's go hull components, log, stone. Yeah, just leave it at that. Okay, we got about 20 minutes left on the pig timer. My voice is starting to get harsh, so I think that'll probably be the last one, so we'll play for another 20 minutes or so here. I do want to get some farms laid in though. So let's build this out here. So I think what I want to do, come out another row of houses, and then over. Yeah, we have enough stone now not to worry about it. Okay, so I'm gonna go out there. I was debating on what size farms, but I think we'll go. I know 11 by 11 is supposed to be the bestest, but I like 15 by 15, so I'm gonna stick with my 15 by 15s there. Okay, so I'll alternate orchards and farms. And let's see here, let's see if we can line this up here. Always a rebel wall. My logic on the 15 by 15s is with two people, they're almost as productive. But having two people gives you a little bit of protection against. Let me back up a bit. When in the off season, the farmers work as laborers. Well, sometimes they can be working on, if you have a big town, right? They could be working on, something way down here, and suddenly it's farming time and they have to run back to the farm. Well, if they don't make it in time, that farm's going to be useless. But if you have two, it gives you a little bit of odds that something good will happen. So that's my logic anyways. Take it or leave it. Actually, I find with this game too, there's a lot of, yeah, well, true enough. Okay, I need to build this road across so I can see what the heck is going on here. I'm just gonna pause here because we need to deal with those traders, but I want to get a stockpile in here. Okay, so 6x6 right there. Make that a happy stockpile. And let's clear out this area totally here. Alright, now let's go deal with the trader here. Well, I'm gonna set this one up. Building supply, log and stone. And send you on your way. Now let's do auto purchase. Construction material, we're gonna do 4 to start with here. I'll make this one the same. Auto purchase, construction 4. Okay, and you... let's get the corn. And then let's actually shut this guy down. And I want to get a farm supplier, and I want to move it, so... Where would a good spot for a farm supplier be here? Gotta get the right one first here. Farm. So the difference was that one that I just nuked was just a seed buyer, but this will do animals too. And one thing I really like to do is have the traders all in the same area, so you're not running all over the map looking for where a trader arrived, so that's why I'm moving that. Oh, this market built. I should put 4 people in there then, shouldn't I? I've not checked the number of houses lately. No, we're 5 short, so I think we'll build 6 up here. Alright, that's quite the mess that we're building there. And let's just make this real simple. Log and stone. Yeah, our stone supply is up to 500. Now it's amazing how fast these things will fix your supply issues here. Just have to make sure you have the infrastructure. That's why I laid in the 4 forest nodes to start with, so we had lots of log production. And we got about 24 people chopping wood, so... Put some stone roads in here. Okay, so I'm thinking a whole bunch of farms and orchards, maybe anchored by another marketplace up there, and then work out to the left here. This is going to be like a massive farming area. And we can even go over here for more farming too. So this map is going to be awesome for big build here. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Let me just pause it here. So the start was like right around here. So what I would call a forest node is a gatherer's hut, which is absolutely awesome for food. So it's the first building I build is a gatherer's hut and some storage. Pick your barn here. I use these storehouses because they hold 18,000, which is a lot. So a gatherer's hut, a forest lodge, and a hunter. And everything works better. This is really important in Banished that a lot of people get wrong. Travel time is like the ultimate #1 thing to worry about, which sounds really bizarre. But if this gatherer is gathering food, then have food storage right nearby. If this guy is chopping down logs, then have log storage right nearby. And yeah, this is based on Pinstar, but kind of modified over the years. And then you put houses here, right? So even though these things are taken away from the land that you could plant and grow and stuff, having these in close proximity just makes it all work really well. So if you look at this gatherer here, like how much food it's getting every year, like that's 1,200, 1,400, 1,500, that's 2,000 food a year, at least out of this thing, right? And then a bunch more out of the, you know, another 1,200 there. And this thing's getting 400, 500 logs a year, right? The way the game engine works is that it tries to assign people close to work. And sometimes when you build, you'll see, okay, there might be like a fisherman in this log cabin here. But if you give it a minute, the game engine has a routine. It runs through, I don't know what it is, every couple of minutes or whatever. It looks at where people are versus where they work. And it'll change, it won't move you, but it'll change your profession. So you could have been moving here as a fisherman and suddenly you'll be a gatherer kind of thing. So the main thing to watch here is down here under the gear symbol, there's a path tool. And if you use that and you click on a building, it'll tell you where people live, right? So if you take these, like the fishermen here, I haven't done a very good job there. But if we go over here and say, all these people, man, in the sawmill are living close by. Education is good too. It's a bonus, right? So having a tool is like, don't quote me on the numbers here, but having a tool is like a 30% bonus to productivity. Being educated is a 30% bonus to productivity. But so we do all that, right? Like have tools, have education. But if you think about how the way the game engine works is people get up in the morning, they eat, and then they go to work, they walk to work, they work, and then they get cold and hungry and they go home, right? So if you live right next to work, your walk to work's really short and the time you work is longer, right? So if there was somebody that was, say, working in this forest node, but they lived over here, they would walk out to work, maybe not even reach work, get cold and hungry and go home. So if you see some people set up like a town, they put all their houses in one area, and then they start building all over the map, that's a problem, right? Actually, if you want, I have a YouTube channel, and there's a video on there called How Not to Kill a Town. And not to shamelessly plug my YouTube channel, but if you go on YouTube, derping99, and check out the video How Not to Kill a Town, that explains a bunch of that stuff. I think it's a pretty good video, but it hasn't got a ton of views, but it explains a lot of stuff that I think is pretty important. So education, good. Tools, essential, but think about travel time, right? And use this pathing tool every once in a while. See, those aren't totally awesome, but those are in the ballpark of credible, right? All right. Okay. Actually, you know what? Just before we go on here, I should subscribe to you on Twitch here. Just so I don't forget, I'm just going to use my iPad. And like I say, if you want to stream, I'll try and make it. Search here. Sorry, reading glasses here. Now, have you got a channel set up, or am I just spelling this wrong here? Oh, I'm spelling it wrong. All right, hey, that's a cool moose symbol. like it. All right. Now, I think I got a few more minutes to go here. Yeah. My voice is really starting to go here, so let's just spend a few more minutes here. Log and stone, and you can go on your way. Okay. Get it. What I've been doing is I go in and edit the beginning and the end, and if there was some bad faux pas or whatever, what I started doing, I'm doing this with a series I'm doing on Solasta Crown of the Magister, is film 3 hours on Twitch, and I use a pig timer here for an hour. What I've been trying to do is go in and edit out into make that 3 hour stream into 3 1-hour videos. And the thing with YouTube that I'm finding, if people don't like you, they don't like you right away. So don't agonize on editing like the last 40 minutes or last half hour. Edit the first 10 minutes. Like make sure your beginning is sharp and your voice, whatever, like my voice tends to crack and pop and stuff, right? So yeah, and 3 hours for me, because I'm old, a 3 hour Twitch stream is about enough, and then I get tired and stuff and my voice starts to go. So that makes more sense to me. So I haven't been doing that all the way along, but that's what I'm going to start doing now. So this was about a 3 hour stream, so I'm gonna make this into 3 episodes over the next few days. And what I've been using is DaVinci Resolve for editing. It's free. There's an awesome community for help. It's a little daunting at first, but yeah, okay, cool. Maybe you can give me some tips then. And I'm using OBS Studio for the streaming. Oh, Woodrick and Radon. Yeah. But I think the biggest tip I would say is don't make the videos longer than an hour, and really try and get the beginning interesting and decent quality if you can. Okay, this is auto purchasing, so just leave that alone. I highly recommend too, if you do traders, set them up for auto purchase and stuff like that. I'm doing this just for fun, not to make money or anything, so I'm doing it as a kind of feel like it really. The Twitch streaming is a lot more fun in some ways. You don't have to plan it, you just go on and start doing stuff. And I've been really lucky that Grace has been joining me in a bunch of this stuff, so it really helps to have somebody to bounce ideas off and know that somebody's actually watching and stuff like that, so it's been a lot of fun. And I have no illusions about, having 200,000 subs or any of that kind of stuff. I'm retired and I'm just doing this because I like playing games, and it's fun to have somebody to talk to, I think. All right, let's get a few more storage units here. And now, what do we actually have? We got walnut. Well, we're 5 hearts. Our diet's fairly balanced, so let's do 1 walnut. 2 people. And 1 apple, so we got some fruit going on. And this can be... Oh, I make lots of mistakes. Let's go with beans here. I just don't look at the chat window enough. And corn here. We have enough people now. Let's make this laborer pickup here. I haven't actually checked our food graph lately. Yeah, we need need some more housing. We're pretty close to bang on, but probably wouldn't hurt to add a row of houses up here. Can't do country houses yet. Okay, and we can probably rough in another field. You know, I'm kind of, all I'm really doing is sort of verbalizing what I'm thinking in my head. You know, as I play, I'm thinking, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. So all I'm doing is really just verbalizing that. Tell you, my voice is really going, so I think I might stop here.